this afternoon, joined as always by my stalwart companion, the Professor Bobby Thompson. Bobby, we've got a great game out here in front of us. Let's get right down to business. We are just seconds from kickoff. Central Hart will do the duty. They will take the ball at the start of the second half. Bullitt East will receive.
Picks this one down.
It is returnable. Taken in and fumbled down on the 5-yard line. Struggling to pick it up, and the returner able to get away from the first tackler, but not the second. And Bullitt East will take over at about the 10-yard line.
And again, the sleeves that the player had on is Brogan, Cameron Brogan, the receiver. He caught it cleanly, and as he starts to tuck it away, it just slides out. Again, the ball is really hard. It's slick. Now, kicking balls are always really much that the kickers like it a certain way. But again, struggled with it, able to get out. It's going to be the 11-yard line where they're going to start at as Egan brings the troops to the line.
3 wide receivers in the pattern. Gauthier lines up to the right of Travis Egan in the shotgun. 5 down lineman, a spread look, 6 down lineman, a tight end to the right side. Man in motion is Brogan. Central Hart will move to match to the other side of the defense. Hand off to Gauthier up the middle. He cuts off the edge. Makes a nice move and some good yardage. He'll be out for a first down on his first carry of the night.
Gain of about 13 on that play. He's going to get out there. They're going to say 12 to the 23-yard line. Did a good job of blocking up front. Central Hart started off in an odd way, a 3-man front, almost like a 3-3 on the defensive side, 1st and 10.
Similar formation for the Bruins. Gauthier to the left of Egan. It's another handoff up the middle, and this one not going to be as successful. The pile moves, but not for 13, certainly. Maybe a little closer to 4 or 5 on the play.
He's going to get out and end up the 28-yard line. I think they're going to end up doing 6 on this play. Does a really good job getting behind the offensive line. And we talked about Central Hart line, a big offensive line for the Chargers, and right now getting behind them and taking what this Central Hart defense is giving them. 3-man front seems like they're going to try to run the football.
Braden Barnes out of Palms, the defensive ends. Tucker Walters in the middle as Egan drops back to pass. He goes off the edge to one of his, I believe that was one of the tailbacks, and he will be corralled with some damage done there by Bullitt East. I think it's going to be enough for, no, they're going to say 3rd down at about the length of the football.
Just 4 yards on that carry. And they did a good job. They slowed 3 receivers going to the offensive left side, snuck the receiver out to the right, got it, and they're just, now they're going to say he picked it up. So it'll be 1st and 10 now at about the 33-yard line.
So they give them 1st and 10. The chain gang struggling to adapt to the decision as now he goes back to Gauthier up the middle, and he'll fall across the line of scrimmage and very little more. And there's already a little bit of shoving down there as these two teams playing some smash-mouth football.
Well, and right now, Bullitt East going with a little bit of tempo. They get that one out to the 36-yard line, officially going to go down as a 3-yard pickup. That time, over 20 yards now for Gauthier. And they're right back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 7.
Trips to the left, one wide receiver along the top of the pattern. Man in motion is, they're going to go out to Davenport on the edge, their leading wide receiver, and he's going to be met by a Bruin, and he breaks a couple of arm tackles, but not a big gain on the play. Good job by Adam Hobbs and a couple of other players to corral him before I think Brandon Barnes actually brings it down.
They're going to give him 3 on that one. A very good job of getting out there. The first guy didn't make the tackle, but slowed him up enough for the rest of the troops to get there.
Sticking with this 3-down lineman look here on 3rd and 4. Egan going to drop back to pass. They're going to send the man deep. They go over the middle, and it is dropped. I believe that was Nolan Davenport, his 3rd target, but not able to bring that one in as Davenport. That'll bring up 4th down. And I think Bullitt East, they're going to stay on the field, Bob.
That one went behind. It was thrown behind Davenport, unable to get to it. Now quickly back to line, 2 receiver right, 2 to the left.
Egan in the gun. Check with me to the sideline. And
change out the football.
So they're going to, so they changed out the football. So I guess they have to go back to an offensive football. And now I think they're going to try to probably put Central offside. Probably, I cannot imagine they snapped this football. They snapped it. Handoff, it's going to stay to Egan. And he's going to push through. He's got it, just barely. And as he goes right up the gut for his first carry and then Bullitt East 1st down.
Really thought that the defensive line had him there. They hit him right at the line of scrimmage, thought he would fall for it, kept his legs moving, pick up a 6 on that play. That moves it First and 10 now at the 46-yard line.
Trips to the right. Davenport, the lone man on the near sideline, the short side of the field. They're going to go to Davenport. It's an incomplete pass. Egan missed that one.
Yeah, it looked like it came out of the bottom of his hand. It didn't really, and you can see him rubbing his hands together, trying to get him a little bit tacky that time. That one falls incomplete, and he did a good job. It was a quick hitter. He read the outside backer. Outside backer came forward. He tried to throw it right behind him. Now second down and 10.
Checking into the sideline here. Looks like two wide receivers to the left. I see Davenport and I believe that is Cameron Brogan, the two leading wide receivers for Bullitt East to the near sideline. Two more opposite on the pattern. There's a tight end on the play. Egan can keep it. It's a quick hitter to Davenport on the sideline, and he is forced out of bounds very quickly. And it'll be a gain of about 4 on the play, but a nice find by Egan.
Now we're getting right to midfield, bringing now a third down and 6. And you look at these completed passes for Egan, 4, 3, and 4. Not really trying anything farther down the field yet. He is 3 of 5. They're going to say he's just short. He's at the 49-yard line of the Chargers.
Same receiver. They go up the middle. This is Gauthier again. This goes nowhere. The hole collapsed on him very quickly. And now I think a flag comes in late.
Let's see what this is. Ran up right to the key. Good job. Pinching inside.
Flag on the play.
And stuffing Gauthier. They're going to give him to 48-yard. It looks like
It's a generous spot.
it will end up being 4th down and about 4 to go, depending on what happens here. Personal foul.
They say a face mask on Central Hardin. So that is.
I think it's on the cornerback. I think that's the only player that I saw. Like, if he came up to get to the player, I don't know how that gets called. If it's on that player,
Well, Bullitt East going to get a gift there either way.
so now 1st and 10 down at about the 33-yard line for the Chargers.
It's an empty look for Bullitt East. Egan in the gun all by himself. 3 down linemen for Central Hardin. Let's see what they do. They fake a man in motion. Look like he moved, and now he's got a false start.
The right guard popped out of his stance too early. So I'm going to move him back. It'll be 1st and 15 now, back at the 38.
So Bullitt East gives back 5 over those penalty yards. But again, a very fortunate penalty for Bullitt East, who I think we're going to be staring down the barrel of a 3rd and quite long.
He'll be 4th.
It was going to be 4th and long.
Yeah.
As they ran the draw play to no avail. Pistol look now for Bullitt East. 2 wide receivers at the top of the formation. Davenport alone. Gauthier moves to Egan's left. They try to get the Bruins off sides. No dice check with me to the sideline. Now Egan resets his team back in the gun. They snap. It's counter play. Gauthier breaks a tackle. Nice move to get out of the backfield. But he's not going to get back much past the line of scrimmage. And a pack of Bruins finish that tackle.
They're going to get him all the way up to the 39-yard line. So it ended up being a pickup of about 7.
That is
that play.
another generous find.
Really, he was hit right at the line of scrimmage and came back on the counter against the grain, finds some room. Now 2nd down and about 8.
Egan in the gun. Central Hardin still in that 3 down line base defense. They go to Gauthier off the edge, and he gets a couple, but is hit very quickly. Good job by, I believe that's Lamarian Blunt to get in on the tackle.
Gauthier got up asking for a face mask. It looked like somebody had grabbed his face mask as he was going to the ground. It'll get it up to about the 26-yard line. Pick up a couple that time. Now 3rd down and 5.
Kind of a big look for Bullitt East. A couple of tight ends, I think, in the formation. 1 wide receiver at the top, 2 to the left. And then you've got Egan in the gun. Gauthier now moves to his right. See what they do here on offense. It's a keeper.
Yeah.
We're going to back him up 5 more.
Yeah.
It's another discipline penalty on Bullitt East at home in the quarterfinals of the playoffs. And you find yourself in a little bit of trouble facing a 3rd and long down when you make plays like that.
It really looked like they were a little too anxious. And Egan or somebody didn't like that football and swung it all the way to the far side. Now, they do keep the football in a heater. You can see the guy on the far side.
Shaking. It's the styrofoam cooler with warm stuff.
Yep. So 3rd down and 9 now for the Chargers. They are at about the 32-yard line of the Bruins.
Egan in the gun. 2 wide receivers on the side of the formation. Takes a snap. Quick drop. He's going to look downfield. He steps up in the pocket. He's got room. He's going to make a man miss. He's got more room to operate now. Oh, ball's loose.
Still loose.
It's still on the ground, I think. Oh, this is real close. They are fighting in the pile for it, too. Central Hardin thinks they've got it.
I bet you Bullitt thinks they got it, too.
Central Hardin's got it.
Yes.
Fluid football, Bob. What a play to get there late. And you can see Bullitt East still arguing with it, but no dice.
He had the first down, and as he tried to make a move to the outside, the ball just popped free. And so there's 2 mishandled balls here. One on that kickoff, one on this last play, the fumble. And for Central Hardin, you got to watch that blue. You got to be ready for that and have a good handle on the football.
A nearly 6-minute drive for Bullitt East yields nothing. Central Hardin will take over at the 17-yard line. At their own 17-yard line, 6:48 to go. I'm sorry for the lack of time updates. It is impossible to see the scoreboard from our position in the visitors' press box here at Bullitt East. We actually almost have to lean out the window
on the glass.
So Central Hardin takes over. We've got a first down. Hobbs in motion across the back of the line of scrimmage. Spurrier in the gun. They take the snap, fake the handoff. Spurrier going to try to find some running room up the middle, puts his head down. He'll have a few as the pile moves.
He is going to pick up about 5 on the play. Picks up 5 on that one. Good job running the football, finding the hole, getting behind those offensive linemen. 2nd down and 5 now for the Bruins.
And that's the kind of play Central Hardin needs to stay on the schedule. You need to see 4 yards every play. If you get just 4 every play, you're about as happy as you can be with that. Spurrier in the gun, trips to the left. A little more spread look than we're used to seeing. They send Meredith in motion. Hand off to Meredith. He's looking for running. He slips.
He's going to go down about the 20-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 on the play. Now we're going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Bruins.
Central going to have to find some yardage here, facing a 3rd and long. Their first 3rd down will be 3rd. And it looks like a long 8, maybe a short 9.
We'll have to see how Spurrier again, the football hard to throw. You got to think Jackson Industries to the bottom of the field here, one-on-one with the defensive back. Is he going to be able to find something right at the sticks, or are they going to go back over the middle?
They get 3rd long for Central Hardin. They kind of bunch it up a little bit. One wide receiver in the pattern is extreme. So Braden Robbins in motion across the play. Spurrier takes the snap. The handoff up the middle. It's Mason Gardner, and he's got nowhere to go.
He's going to pick up 2 officially on that carry, but really hemmed in. It's going to bring 4th down and about 7 to go for the Bruins.
And I think you're going to see the Bruin punt team.
So Braden Robbins on to do kicking.
We've seen Robbins punt a couple times this year. Very no business style of getting the ball out. You probably see that again here. It looks like Brogan and Davenport both back to return. Both of these guys are a threat in the kicking game.
4:41. And this handled the snap was
He's going to take it. He's got some running room. Bobby, that might have been the best thing that could have happened. That's close. That's very close. They got it first down, I think.
Where the officials are standing at, it's a first down.
Braden Robbins takes a broken play, and there's a first down. Central Hardin eats out exterminating first down. If you got pest problems, is there a raccoon on your porch? Doesn't matter what it is. Call folks at E-Town Exterminating. They'll take care of it. I hope they do raccoons. I don't know.
No. 1st and 10 now. For Central, let's still look into the sidelines. They have all 11 players in the game.
I don't think they do. So let's see if they figure this out here. There's a guy from Bullitt. He's jumping up and down. Spurrier fumbles the snap. 3:56 to go. Central Hardin has struggled on offense, but had a gift first down on a broken play as Braden Robbins recovers a dropped snap and takes it for a first down on the punt.
That was a loss of 2 on the play. Now we're going to bring up 2nd down and 12. And it's a situation where again, that exchange, the snap, the ball coming back, 2 plays in a row really, where the Bruins have dropped the snap, and luckily they get the first down on that. Now it's going to bring up 2nd down and 12.
Central needs some forward progress on this. We need to get back on schedule. Spurrier takes the shotgun snap. His quarterback keeper, he goes up the middle. And he's got about 4 on the play, but it's still going to be 3rd and long.
He's going to get to the 30-yard line and pick up a 3 on that one. And now a 3rd and 9 again for the Bruins. Caden Elmer checks into the lineup. .252 to go in this opening quarter, 0-0 between the Chargers and the Bruins.
They see K. You see Caden Elmer wide in the pattern. Spurrier under 7. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff, play action pass. Spurrier in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. Rolls. Looks downfield. He's got it, man, wide open. Engaged Bryant off his hands. What would have been a huge gain for Central Hardin.
And, yeah, just a situation where they, good defensive pressure that time by Isaiah here, the defensive end, on Bullitt East's left side, and forced Spurrier away from where he wanted to go. Rolls back out. Does a good job keeping his eyes in the field, finds an open receiver in and out of the hands, and now we go 4th down and Robbins back onto the kicking again.
Well, theoretically a better snap it is, and a nice punt over the returner's head. This is going to take a nice bounce for the Bruins, and it will get down at about the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
And that's where Bullitt East will take over after a timeout. We're back with more on ESPN Radio. Bullitt East's first snap is a handoff to Gauthier. And I thought if the ball popped loose, he was able to hold on to it, but about a 3-4 yard gain there as he continues to move forward.
That's his 7th carry of the game. He's got 37 yards now on the night. Quickly back to it. Egan now going to throw the ball, and I think it was intended for Brogan, and he didn't go up high and get it. It ends up being at the feet of Davenport. That one will fall incomplete. And to start this game off, Travis Egan 3 of 6 on the night for 11 yards.
And the Bruins have done a good job of reacting to the short passing game, keeping everything hemmed in. A little bit of film that I got to see this week. The 2 wide receivers, Brogan and Davenport, big play guys, but a lot of that is being able to make plays after the catch as Egan will dive forward up the middle. And I will say this to his credit, he runs as physically as Zach Spurrier does, even if he does not have the size that Spurrier has.
Did a good job that time. He faked the ball to the left and goes back. It was a divine run the whole way and able to get it. He moves the sticks and he picks up 6 on that one.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Bullitt takes the snap. They run up the middle. And I could not see who the ball carrier was. He wanted that read option look. And I believe it is Egan on the keeper, and he'll have about 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And again, they're getting positive yards on every play. They're winning right now, that line of scrimmage battle. And again, keeping the ball on the ground has been more successful tonight.
Clock running, 1:18 to go. Egan in the gun, 2 wide receivers to the left side of the pattern. Gauthier to his right. Takes snap, handoff up the middle. Gauthier. Ball's loose. Central's got another one.
Yes.
And this is in much better field position. 2 turnovers already for Central Hardin.
But they have Florida State comes out with that one. And now it will be 1st and 10 at the Charger 41-yard line for the Bruins as they come back out onto the field.
A good job by the Bruin defense to capitalize. Now they need to see some offensive success. It'll be 1st and 10. They're in Bullitt East territory. Clock still about a minute left in the first quarter.
Again, 0-0 between the Chargers and the Bruins.
Spurrier in the gun. They flip the formation. Hobbs to the right. It is, I believe, Mason Gardner behind. No, Mason Gardner going to take the snap or take the handoff. He'll get up the middle, and he'll have close to 5 before he is wrapped up. A good quick hitter there to get the ball in his hands and get him running downhill.
That's the Mason Gardner play we were looking for right there. So now 2nd down and 5. As he ran the ball up there, good job blocking right in front. They took man on man, found the hole, and they'll be at the 35-yard line.
2nd down for Central Hardin. Spurrier communicates the play in. Power spread. Look from Central K down to the one wide receiver. They go back to Gardner. He's got a first down. Anytime they terminate the first down as he squirts out the other side of the pot.
He had room right there and just kind of tripped up at the line of scrimmage, put his hand on the ground, kept himself up, momentum going forward, dives out, gets to the 30, moves the stick. 1st and 10 now for Rooms. There was a lot of room in that play.
If he had kept his feet, it would have been trouble. I think we're going to see just the clock run out here, about 15 seconds left in this first quarter. Central Hardin, both of these teams have definitely controlled the ball. We're going to get a snap, I think, Spurrier in the gun. They go back to Gardner up the middle. He breaks the tackle, gets through the line. I think he's got 5 more. And this is the Bruin march that I think we wanted to end the quarter. We'll take a timeout and be back with more after this. Bruins knock on the door of the red zone as we come back here to start the second quarter. They will take 2nd and 5. The snap at the 25-yard line. We've seen them have some success getting the ball downhill. And let's see what they do here on this play. Gardner and Walker Meredith lined up as split backs. 2 wide receivers out. It's Robbins and Elmore to the left side of the pattern. Meredith's going to go in motion. Now they're going to switch and send Robbins in motion across the pattern. Spurrier in the gun. Meredith in motion. They hand off to him. He's going to cut up. And I think he might have cut up too soon there. You heard one of the coaches in the background say it's pretty spot-on analysis.
There was a hole there where he turned up, but all of the other players to the outside of the tackle were really blocking down and sealing back to the inside. He cut it up. You know, if you're an option quarterback, you're told to turn it up as soon as you see daylight. He did that, but he turned it right into the defense. He was able to pick up 1 on the play. 3rd down, long 3, short 4.
See what Central does offensively here. I see Braden Robbins at the top of the pattern all alone. They've gone kind of big on the line. Adam Hobbs, the tight end, on the left side. Now they send Robbins in motion. There's 2 wide receivers at the top. And I believe that is Gardner lined up behind. Spurrier keeps, goes. He puts his head down, and I don't think he got there, but it's close.
No. He got about to the 22-yard line. He's going to end up being short 4th and 3. And from this spot, it's going to be like a 40-yarder. I don't think they really are going to try that. I don't think they would go for it here in this situation. And the thing is, they go for it so many times on 4th down. The offense doesn't think this is any bigger play than any other thing that they need to do.
Spurrier under center. Gardner behind. Looks like I think they were trying to draw Bullitt East off there early in the play clock. No dice. Spurrier checks to the sideline. Now Central Hardin takes the timeout.
Make sure you get the right play, right personnel, right alignment. They'll come to the sideline to discuss that.
We'll take it with them. Be back after this. unfortunately has opted to try to put some points on the board with Case Van Blindberg. It'll be about a 40-yard kick here. Spurrier got to get a good hold down. And this one, they're about, I think, right down the middle. Snap, hold her good. It's blocked. Lands in the hands of the Bruin, but he's not able to go anywhere with it. And that's always your fear in the kicking game. Central has a field goal blocked. And now Bullitt East will take over with a little bit of momentum at about the, looks like the 30-yard line.
So 2 drives in a row stalled by the fumbles for Bullitt East as the Central Hardin defense comes back out. It looks like Bullitt East has had some success with running the football inside and then throwing the short passes to the far outside, Davenport in particular. Now to see how they change that up. Central Hardin going to stay with a 3-man front. Then they have 3 linebackers, actually 4 linebackers, and then kind of a too high look as far as the defensive backs go.
Pistol formation for Bullitt East, 2 wide receivers at the top of it. Gauthier steps up to the right of Egan. Egan takes a snap, hands off, go to the left. Finds some running room, but does Gauthier. He'll have about 7 or 8 on the play on first down.
He does a really good job of kind of just getting lost in the play itself. That time, as he goes to his left, he cuts it back up, and really couldn't see him behind so much. And all of a sudden, he pops out of nowhere. He's got officially been getting 7 on the play, second down and 3 now.
Moves Gauthier back to the right of Egan in the shotgun, same formation. Another handoff to Gauthier. He's going to get to the outside, and he's going to have some nice yardage and scamper out of bounds before he gets to midfield.
Now, picks up the first time. It was the exact same play that time. That time, instead of turning it up early, he bounces it to the outside and all the way to the 46-yard line. And a very good run. That's going to move the sticks. First and 10.
1 wide receiver at the top of the formation. 2 nearest us. Bullitt East in the gun. Egan checks to the sideline. This is first and 10. Bullitt East takes the snap. Egan drops back. He's looking downfield. Goes over the top. He's got Davenport. Is he inbounds?
Yes.
I think he is. So that'll be a nice gain through the air. A quick hitter. A little bit over the top, but a nice wrap-up by Lamarian Blunt over there in pass coverage to minimize the damage of the first downfield look that we've seen from Egan.
22 yards on that completed pass right along the sideline. And first and 10.
Egan again in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers. They're going to go back to it. And that's a drop by Bullitt East.
Yeah, and I mean, just
hit him in the hands.
Yep. It was a quick hitter. I don't know that they anticipated the hit coming from the defensive back as much as just trying to move without the football and falls incomplete. Second down and 10.
Second and 10. Bullitt East, let's see what they do here. The play pretty wide open at this point as they are threatening now into Central Hardin territory. Trips to the right. 1 right receiver, Gauthier to the left. Takes a snap. Egan keeps, gets off the edge, cuts upfield, and runs right into a couple of Bruins. Gets popped, and he'll have about, I think, 4 or 5 on the play that will bring up a third down.
They're going to officially give him 5 on that play. Fakes it to Gauthier, and the success that he has had running the football, especially to the right-hand side that time, influences the defensive lineman, influences the linebacker. Egan able to come out to the other side and pick up that 5. He's now got 30 yards on 5 carries.
Bullitt East just 1 of 4 on 1 of 3. And they take a timeout on third down. Back here in Mount Washington, Bullitt East is driving. Score tied 0-0, a little more than 9 minutes left in the first half. This one has been physical so far. Central Hardin has forced 2 fumbles and recovered both of them. And that's how they've ended multiple East drives so far, but they've not had a ton of offensive success. Have the Bruins. And so they have not put any points on the board just yet, but hoping to change that. They're going to need to stop here on third down.
I've got to think that they'll go back to Davenport. It seems to be the main receiver. I believe he's the only one that's been targeted tonight in the 8 pass attempts by Egan.
So again, 3rd and 5. With 9 minutes to go. Egan in the gun. Gauthier to his left and up a step. It's a keeper up the middle. And that's tough to stop. But they got a first down.
Yeah, he gained about 6 on that play. Just got it, and that was basically their halfback lead. Gauthier turned into the fullback. They were driving the football or driving forward. He's able to pick up the 6. They move the 6, and it is 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
So a first down, a 3rd down conversion, and that definitely helps Bullitt East in that category. Now 2 of 4 on 3rd down. The Chargers, Central Hardin 0-4 to start this one. Egan takes a snap. He's going to throw. It's tipped. It's knocked up. Nobody able to run under it on either squad, and that'll be 2nd down.
That one, I believe, was knocked down by Adam Hobbs, and it was trying to target Brogan on that run to slot receiver spot. Again, trying to take something quick and get the ball out of there as fast as they can.
They do. The Bullitt East Chargers do a very good job of taking what the defense is giving them. We've talked about that a lot. We've seen it here early as Egan has thrown one ball downfield, but by and large has thrown everything under 5 yards and let his receivers go get it. He drops back the pass. He's going to look downfield. He's got a tight end across the middle, and he'll have a gain down, and the ball is loose, but they will say he was down.
That's close to the first down, right near the 10-yard line. And a really good job that time on the offensive line, able to give him time in the pocket as he waited for his receiver to come all the way across the field before he makes the catch. And in doing so, picks up that first down.
And it will be 1st and goal for Bullitt East. 8:40 to go. Egan in the gun, 2 wide receivers at the top of the formation. Gauthier to his left, 1 wide receiver here at the bottom. Egan going to look. He drops back, slant route, and that ball was on the ground. It's incomplete.
That was it. I'm going to say this. At this level, that was a really good throw because there was only one player that could get it. Had to get his hand under it. Didn't. It was right about the 1-2-yard line. Falls incomplete, 2nd down and goal now for the Chargers.
Yeah, it was a throw designed to go to the ground. The receiver, I don't know that he overran the route and the ball was a little behind him, but he wasn't able to make the adjustment to bring it in. Same formation, 2nd and 10. And they're going to get somebody off sides. Central's going to back up 5 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal now from about the 3-yard line.
I think it was a nose tackle. And really right in front of the ball. And he moved, and the ball had not moved. So they'll move down to about the 5, 2nd and goal now from the 5-yard line.
So let's see what they do here. Bullitt East, same formation. Couple tight ends to the left. It looks like 2 wide receivers out that way as well. They hand off to Gauthier up the middle. He's got a hole. He's got, I believe, a touchdown. He does. 6 points for Bullitt East on the board.
And again, that one just, he runs it to the left-hand side. He kind of turns it up whenever he finds it. It's almost an option route in that he just goes until he finds where it is, cuts back inside. He's really shifty. Does a really good job getting away from the defensive lineman, and almost got to think Central Hardin might go back to being in the forefront and really taking away that part. And Ian not super successful in the passing game so far.
Extra point is up. Looks good. Is good. 7-0 Bullitt East leads with 8:24 to go here in the region finals of Class 6A. Again, Bullitt East 7, Central Hardin 0. We're back with more after this. back here at Bullitt East, and Bobby Central Hart going to have to find some offense. They find themselves down for, I think, the first time in a game that we've covered all year. Bullitt East leading 7-0, about 8.5 to go here in the first half.
I think against me counting behind on the scoreboard. But what we've seen from them this year is they learn from every possession. So the first possession did not go real well. Ultimately ends in a punt. The second possession, they move it down, didn't turn over on downs, but their track record says they're going to continue to get better and better as they go along. Squib kick is going to be collected in at about the 36-yard line by Bullitt, and that's where Central Hardin will start this drive out.
So Central Hardin again down 7-0, about 8.5 to go. 8:24 to be exact. They will take over at the 36-yard line. And again, they just need to find some offense. The field goal blocked last time was a good idea. I think just didn't develop fast enough. Bullitt East got a good jump off the snap and was able to get to it. But I very easily think you could be staring at a 7-3 ball game. But right now, they are scoreless so far, are the Bruins. And they need to find some success and find it on third down this drive. Braden Robinson in motion, Spurrier in the gun. 2 wide receivers at the top of the formation. Takes a snap, handoff. Gardner cuts up, and he cut hard into a Bullitt East defender for a couple of yards. A tough 1.5 for Mason Gardner.
Ryan Rayhill came up with a good hit that time on Gardner as he was carrying the football. They're going to give him just half a yard pickup on that play. Second down and 9.
So he's second and 9 here as Mason Gardner not really able to get going. And a great job if they lined up this play where they lined up last play. Rayhill came from looks like a left middle linebacker slot to make that tackle. And now it'll be second down. Spurrier takes a snap. They hand off to Gardner. Gardner cuts up, gets through one tackler, but is not able to escape the second. He's got another tough couple of yards, and now it's going to be another third and long for Central Hardin.
They get it out to the 39-yard line. It's going to bring up third down at about 7 to go for the Bruins. And this is where they've had some inconsistency here. Gotta think, again, possibly a short pass. We haven't seen very many screws this season. It'll be interesting what they do in this situation. They walk to the line. Spurrier calls out the play. It's like he's going to go under center for this one.
One wide receiver at the top of the formation. Walker Meredith in motion. The ball's on the ground. And I think Spurrier fell on it.
It is Spurrier's on the official already, so it's fourth down. Now you got to think that punting is coming to the field.
And here comes Braden Robbins to punt once again.
And right now, just not seeing the push on the offensive line that we are used to seeing from the Central Hardin team, and just not able to really get some good running on those first and second downs.
6:27 as Robbins takes a snap. Punt is away. This is not a good punt. It will take a bounce and roll out at about the 48-yard line of Central Hardin. So not the punts we're used to seeing from Braden Robbins. He did not get all of that one. And Bullitt East will take over near midfield after this. Bullitt East is about 50 yards and 2 feet from pay dirt to start this drive. With Travis Egan in the shotgun, goes here to his left, trips at the top of the formation. Central Hardin still in that 3 down lineman look. It's almost a 3-3-5 as they go up the middle to Gauthier. He bounces off the pile. And a nice play by Noah Payton to track him down from behind after he bounced off an offensive lineman.
Picks up 3 on that play. And again, right back to the line of scrimmage are the Chargers. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Gauthier to the left of Egan.
Egan looks. He's looking downfield. He's going to roll. And we've got a hold. This one's going to come back as he finds Cameron Brogan. Nice throw, but unfortunately it's going backwards.
And Egan likes to stand on. Like, he was in a clean pocket, really doesn't drop it all. He just got the ball and immediately was looking to throw something short again. And the Central Hardin defense really were close to the receivers at the line of scrimmage, forcing Egan to wait a little bit as he was flushed from the pocket, and the holding penalty happens. And it'll move him back to about the 38-yard line, so officially a loss of 11 on that penalty, and it'll be second down. And
Second down.
actually, it was about 15 yards.
Yeah, that was a hefty loss. To go back that far, it'll be second and about 21. Egan in the gun, one wide receiver to his left, throws the snap. Gage Bryant gets beat by Cameron Brogan, but he's not able to get any farther downfield than that. But a nice move by Brogan to break loose of an arm tackle. And one thing we've seen tonight, Bobby, that we had not seen earlier in the year is Central Hardin having tackles broken.
And that one was a 17-yard pickup. Cooley back to the line, third down and 5. Give this time is to Gauthier, going up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage, dives forward.
Not get it.
Going to get to about the 42. And I think they'll stick with that offense on the field. I don't think they'll send the punting unit on. It'll be 4th and 1.
4th and 1 for Bullitt East. Egan in the gun. Got to think it's a keeper. No, they go back to Gauthier. It's real close.
He got it. The down marker was 49 to the 41, and he's at the 40-yard line. Yeah, pickup of 2 on that.
Oh, that's real close, Bobby. They're gonna give him the first down. It's barely. If you,
that close.
If you look at where they spotted the football, it's real close.
Where the play started at was the 49, which meant they had to get to the 41. The ball's sitting on the 40. 1st and 10 now for the Chargers.
Egan in the gun. 2 wide receivers either side. He drops back. He looks. Finds a man. It's a nice throw, an easy pitch and catch to Nolan Davenport out there, the outside wide receiver. He's got another catch on another target. They're starting to pile up for that guy.
That's going to be a 12-yard completion. Now immediately move the sticks.
Egan stays in the gun. Same formation for Bullitt East. He drops back. He's looking. This one's going downfield. Throws over the. Ooh, what a throw! Was he? It looked good from here, and he got it. 1st and goal now for Bullitt East, as they have found something in the passing game that seems to be working.
Inside receiver that time, Brogan actually ran almost like a wheel route as he started from the inside, loops to the outside, a sliding catch down inside the 10-yard line at the 5. 1st and goal now for the Chargers.
They'll take the snap at about the 3-yard line. They hand off to Gauthier, and he's in. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns, and it's 13-0. 4:23 to go as Bullitt East will get a second touchdown on the board.
That tempo is starting really to play in the favor of the Chargers, and Central Hardin not able to really get any substitutions in, not able to change out anything, and immediately getting back to the line of scrimmage, getting the ball, getting down to playmakers, moving down the field pretty quickly after that holding penalty, and now going for the extra point.
Extra point pending here from Colin Elder. Kick is up, and it is good. And that is 14-0 now. Central Hardin in a little bit of a hole here shortly before halftime. Just about 4.5 to go.
And on the night, Egan now 14 passes for 96 yards here in this first half. And for Gauthier, 15 carries for 71 yards and those 2 touchdowns.
But a tough road to hoe here for Central Hardin. They've now got themselves in a little bit of a hole here. Obviously, a game still very much in the balance. 4:23 to go in the first half. The whole second half still to be played. But Bullitt East now in control of this one.
And Central's got to, not necessarily score on this drive, but really needs to keep possession of it. Do not give this Charger offense another opportunity. And for the so far, again, struggling. There's no passing yards here in this opening half. The one pass was incomplete. Gardner has 20 yards and 6 carries. Meredith, -3 yards. Braden Robbins has 8 yards, and Spurrier with just 4. I'll move it back 5, kick it again.
I'm interested to see if Central Hardin goes to the air a little more on this drive. The one pass was a drop. It was open and should have been a nice gainer, but was dropped, I believe, by is that Gage Bryant?
Yep.
Yeah. So I think Central can go to the air and maybe find something. We didn't talk a lot about Bullitt East defense because really, Bobby, on paper, there's not a ton to talk about. They don't give up a ton of yards by any means, but they give up, they are as good or better than Central in almost no statistical columns on defense, but they have looked stout tonight.
Doing a good job up front, limiting the running attack.
Meredith.
Go ahead.
Meredith takes it in, breaks the tackle, nearly comes out the other side of the pile, but isn't able to go any farther than that. And that is where Central Hardin will now take over at about looks like the 39-yard line?
Yeah. 39-yard line. And I think they're going to try to run this football. I think when they get behind him, we saw that one drive where Gardner, 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, able to run the football between the tackles and having success.
Walker Meredith here on the sideline. Spurrier under center. Mason Gardner lined up at a traditional fullback spot. Takes a snap. Hand off to Gardner. Gardner looks to the outside. Adam Hobbs missed a block that would have really sprung that one. But as it stands, still about a 4 or 5 yard gain by Mason Gardner on first down.
So he's going to get out to the 43-yard line and be a pickup of 4 that time. And really they're going with a big set. And it's not Adam Hobbs not playing in the tight end position. Actually, it was almost like an H-back. He was lined up just between the tackle and the tight end with the line of scrimmage. He's back about 1 yard, was the leading blocker on that play. And not able to get to the linebacker that turned it back inside. 2nd down and 6 now for the Bruins.
Clock running, 3:33 to go. Spurrier now in the gun. And
timeout.
Timeout, Central Hardin. But I'm not sure what the Central Hardin coaching staff saw there, but they take a timeout, stop the clock with 3:29 to go. We'll stay right here, Bobby. This half, we've seen Central Hardin get some offense going. They've had some breaks go their way. They just haven't been able to capitalize yet. Got to think that maybe you need that to change here before the half. You said you need to get something going on offense. I think they need to put some points on the board. They had the field goal blocked earlier that I think was kind of where the momentum swing really started for Bullitt East. And then they've been putting points on the board pretty consistently. Now Central Hardin here near midfield, 2nd down. They've got an opportunity to score before the half. Make this a one-possession game. They get the ball to start the second half. So points here at the end of this half could be big.
Absolutely. They come back out. It's a heavy look that they're coming with.
Spurrier in the gun. Gardner to his left. Takes the snap. It's a keeper off the right side. Good blocking by the Bruins. Spurrier has a first down as he just puts his head down and goes against him.
Yeah, he should have it. He'll be right at midfield. Yep. So 1st and 10, a good job that time again, getting behind those blockers. They had the strong set was actually to the left side, and they pulled back across to the right side. Had Hobbs leading from that kind of H-back position and able to get out. 1st and 10 now for the Bruins.
3:10. Clock continuing to run here. Central Hardin has 1 timeout remaining. Bullitt East has 2. Snap. Gardner in motion. He's going off the right side. Cuts up and just gets right into just a number of Bullitt East players, not able to do anything there. And it's no gain. It may actually be a loss of 1.
Really, really good job that time by the defensive line to stretch that play out. There was 2 wingbacks out there, and they were leading the way, and the defensive lineman, actually outside backer, does a really good job of just kind of standing them up and stretching it out until the rest of the troops get their tackle. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. And they're not going to go with their heavy look. They're going to go back to that regular set.
2:20 and change to go. Clock continuing to run here for Central Hardin. Spurrier going to communicate the play into his teammate. And it looks like he's going to line up under center. And he does. 2 wide receivers to the left, man in motion. They fake the handoff. Spurrier going to drop back. He's looking downfield. Had a screen that was open. He doesn't get anywhere with it. and he's going to get thrown down. A big loss.
I'm surprised he just didn't chuck it out of bounds.
He was well out of the tackle box. He very well could have. And now it's going to be third and close to 21.
11.
Third
Loss
and
of 11 on that one. So third and 21 yards to go. And not really a whole lot of plays in the playbook for that down distance. And it was kind of there. Adam Hobbs was the one who was sneaking out. There were 3 offensive linemen out there, only 2 defenders. And one of the defensive ends that had come into the game actually was jumping up in the air and kind of got in the way of Spurrier seeing where Hobbs was at. Did a good job. Now we're going to bring this long third down play.
minute 59 to go. Spurrier knocked out of bounds, so the clock is stopped with less than 2 minutes on it. Central third and the cab right. They send Mason Gardner in motion. It's a reverse. It's on the ground. Bullitt East has it.
Yes, they do.
Well, when it rains, it pours in Mount Washington.
Hardesty. Baron Hardesty, Coach Eastern, actually both know his father. He played with us at Campbellsville a number of years ago. He gets the turnover, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the Central Hardin 35-yard line. And the way that the Chargers move the ball,
That's a long
last 2
time.
possessions, a minute 55 to go here in this half. Now the Central defense really has to stand tall and keep the Chargers off the board.
So Central fumbles on 3rd and 21, 0 for 6 on 3rd down. Are the Bruins 2 of 5 for Bullitt East, but they have turned it on pretty well here late in this half. So 3 wide receivers to the right. There's a tight end, 1 wide receiver at the top. Egan alone in the backfield. He drops back. He looks. Under pressure. Hobbs is on his tail. He gets loose. And what a run to get downfield. And I think have a first down as he got away from Adam Hobbs and just skedaddled.
Pick up 13 that time for Egan on that play. And just again, the receivers to the right side is where he was kind of looking. They were all spread out in different places. To the left side, the receiver had run off deep and a lot of open room out there.
Egan looking downfield, throws to the outside. He's got a man. Cameron Brogan makes a play, but not able to do a whole lot of damage. I think he'll have 4 or 5 on the play.
Yep, just a simple, good give. They're going to officially give him 5 on that play. He's now got 3 catches for 46 yards. And now 2nd and 5. Maybe even 2nd and 4 as they come back out.
Egan in the gun, as they've been, I think, every play so far. 2 wide receivers either side. Gauthier in the pattern. Egan going to break. He's going to scramble. Finds a hole. Gets up the middle. And he gets hit by the 3 different Bruins on his way down. And he'll have a couple more on the play. He might be close to a first down.
It's going to be down near the 10.
They're going to say he's got it. It'll be 1st and goal from about the 9.
Picks up 6 on that play. Maybe a broken play. I didn't think he would have that much success, and they've been able to keep their legs going.
Hand off to Gauthier, looking for his 3rd touchdown. He's not going to have it on that play as he gets stuck by Noah Payton.
Picks up 5 on the play down to the 5-yard line.
Be 2nd and goal for Bullitt East as they are threatening a 3-touchdown lead here early.
38 seconds to go in the quarter.
They hand off to Gauthier off the edge. He cuts back inside. And he's got it. He is in. Touchdown. Central Hardin in a 20-point hole with an extra point still to come.
3rd touchdown of the night by Gauthier. All of them from 5 yards out.
He is, the early hat trick. Still a lot of football left to play.
Scored that with 30 seconds to go in the half.
So the extra point here coming from Colin Elder. He's only missed 1 on the year. And this one, the hold is good, the kick is good. And Central will get the ball back here. Not a lot of time to work.
I think we've got to go and make some adjustments. And we'll talk about it when we get to our halftime show. But, I thought the momentum on Central side in that first quarter, or in the second quarter, and you said it after that blocked field goal, Bullitt East has not been stopped. They've gotten the football moving down the field, not methodically, but with some with a tempo being successful. They're running the football for big yards. They're passing it. That short passing game has now started to pick up. They've taken a couple of shots deep down the field, had some big pickups.
We haven't seen them pull the lid off yet.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. They've thrown one ball, I think, with more, like you said, more than 20. But they've let Egan unfurl some bombs through the year, but nothing like that as of yet. But they've done a good job of finding room to work underneath the Central Hart defense, and it has paid dividends as they lead 21-0 with 30 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah. And again, it's the success Central had when they had a negative play really takes them out of the offense. And the thing we've seen from them all year is they really need to gain that 4 or 5 yards of play as they move the ball down the field. Caden Elmer will get this from about the 25-yard line. He's out over the 30. Will be dropped at about the 34. And I think Central Hart is just going to take a knee and head to the locker room.
I would imagine that is what they do. You might have seen them maybe take a shot if they got some more yardage on the kickoff, but a long way to go, and not a very long time to get there. 22.9, and yeah, they are in the formation. They will take a knee, and we will go to halftime. As you see the deep tailback there, pretty indicative of the plan here. And they take a knee. We'll be back with more after this.
Hello, I'm Regina Ryan, and I'm the Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television. And joining me today is one of our longtime sponsors, John Rich with eTownExterminating.com. John, you all have been with us since the beginning, and without your support, we couldn't do what we do. Can you tell us about the company and when it got started and the background of how it got started?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for this opportunity. We love to be able to be in this position where we can support Hardin County Educational Channel with all the athletic sports that we can. We feel like it's very important to do that. As far as our company, we are actually celebrating our 45th year this year, as of this month. And we're really excited about that. But as far as the company, we are a full-service exterminating company. We take care of termites, general pest control. We take care of from bed bugs to spiders to, like I said, termites to mice, whatever pest control that you need.
And how many employees do you have?
Currently, we have around 36 employees.
For those who haven't used your company before, what should they expect?
Well, we do, as far as general pest control, we do a monthly service, and we will come to your house and service the house, but we do a lot of exterior service, but we also go on the inside of the house.
Your services are available for both taking care of what happens inside your home and outside your home. So in regards to a client reaching out to you, what should they expect when they come to do some service inside the home for termite control, a roach issue, bed bugs, all the things that happen within the house? What should they expect?
When a technician comes to the house, they will inspect and they'll assess what needs to be done. Everything that will be done will be told to the customer prior to the treatment. We do have protocols in place with everything going on with COVID right now. We will wear a mask, we'll wear gloves, we'll sanitize our tanks, our hands, everything. So we make it as safe as possible for our technician and for the customer.
And exterior is wise.
Yes, we do a lot of service on the exterior. When we assess the property, we'll see where insects are coming into the building. We will make treatments on the outside, but also we'll make recommendations to those customers. If there's something that needs to be sealed or caulked, or a door jammed, or a sweep on a door needs to be fixed, then we'll tell the customer about that.
Now, besides that one-time service, it's really important to do monthly.
Yes, we have a monthly service. What we do is we assign that customer with a regular technician. Majority of our technicians have been with us for years, so you'll have the same person each time. But they'll give you a call the night before, set up a time for an appointment. They'll come out, they'll service. If you have any problems in between services, all you have to do is give our office a call, or we give the customer's direct line to their technician. They can call them, they'll come back out, and they'll take care of it with no extra charge.
Now, I know you're located in Hardin County, but where else do you service?
Well, we service all the surrounding counties, Meade, Nelson, Breck, Taylor, LaRue. We service about 9 different counties.
So, not that anybody wants insects in their home, but what are the most popular insect that you deal with?
We deal with, on a regular basis, spiders, ants, cockroaches, bed bugs, and mice.
Oh gosh,
And then we have a lot of seasonal insects. Ants during the summer, we have a lot more because of the rain. And then during the spring or during the fall time of the year, we get a lot of calls like on crickets in houses. During the winter, we get a lot of calls for spiders and also for mice or rodents.
And so, and you can help out with any of those types of insects and things.
Yes, with doing general maintenance, we can get it where you're not seeing anything.
Okay. I'm assuming annually there might be rise and falls of little critters or insects that might be a little bit more aggressive than before. Is that something that's common year to year?
Yes, I mean, we usually have one insect that will pop out each year, but generally right now that we have had probably more of an uptick right now are bed bugs, and we can take care of them, but it's a lot of prep work for the customers and for us.
I was going to say, anytime you get an infestation, it does take a little bit of time, correct?
Yes, one treatment for a heavy infestation will not take care of it.
Right. You were an athlete in high school. What sports did you participate in?
I played basketball, I ran cross country, and ran track.
And your children, I know that they've also been very active.
Yes, I had a daughter that graduated in Elizabethtown in 2016. She was a swimmer. A daughter that graduated in 2019. She was a soccer player, and I have a son right now that's a junior at E-Town. He's playing basketball and soccer.
Wonderful, and want to congratulate your oldest daughter is a nurse. She's on the front lines.
Yes, she just graduated from University of Kentucky this past spring. She accepted a position at Vanderbilt University Hospital, and so she's down there right now working there at Vanderbilt. I was
going to say on the front lines, those first responders.
Yes, we're very proud of her. She's taken on a task, and we're glad that she's in that position right now.
Yeah, and it means so much to those that she's taking care of, and so that's phenomenal. Your middle daughter is going to become the next generation of E-Town exterminators.
Yes, my daughter Abby, last year she told us that she wanted to come back into the company, and so this year she's been working this summer, working with a lot of my supervisors, learning how to sell. She's been working with me a lot on the management side of it and financial, and we're going to bring her up into the company, and so we're really excited about that.
I was going to say, it must have been a proud moment when she said she wanted to continue in that role.
Yes, and I always said that Abby was my dad made over. So it's exciting to see her to, when I came up into the company, my dad always said that I was going to bring it up to the next level. Now I look at Abby, and I believe she's going to bring it up to the next level for me.
That's wonderful. Now, people that would like to get in touch, what do they do?
Well, they can call us. Our phone number is 270-737-6900, or our website is www.muggabug.com. That's muggabug.com.
Amazing. And the nice thing about it is you get to talk to a real person.
Yes, we have 4 wonderful administrative assistants in our office, and they will talk to you live.
It really makes a lot of difference. And you're in the communities that you serve. You really give back to that community. And why is that important to you?
Well, as a family-owned company here in the community and as a product of this community, I feel like to reinvest into the things like this in sports, athletics, or a lot of other programs that we invest into with the Hardin County school system and with the Elizabethtown Independent School System, that we can give opportunities to these kids that normally they wouldn't have money or the advantages of doing that. And as an athlete, I always look at giving back to these type of programs, because not only are they competing, but they're generating friends and longtime friends for years to come, and that's what's more important than anything is getting these bonds. And I look back, I still have great friends that I played basketball with, or I ran cross country or track with, and they're probably some of my closest friends. So that's the reason. That's the big reason why I like giving back to these programs. Just give them opportunities to be part of something.
Well, and developing those relationships, you know, from assigning a specific technician to a resident to taking care of those relationships that you've established in the community. It's really what it's all about. Well, thank you, Sean, for being such a wonderful sponsor for HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's Live Channel 1 Sports. Without that support, we couldn't do what we do. And I just really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Well, now it's time to get back to our live sports coverage. So we're looking forward to seeing those athletes in action from all of our area schools.
Bullitt East will kick it away here to start the third quarter. Central Hardin kick returners back deep. However, they've squibbed or kind of rolled every kick so far. I predict this one is about the same. It's a medium range kick and be taken in. I think that is that Commons in? He gets a nice play. Good cut up field. He's going to get to about the 40-yard line. And that is Walker Meredith.
Yeah. Did a good job getting out to about the 40-yard line. Come out.
Yeah, good starting field position.
Yeah. Spurrier, the quarterback. Meredith looks like he's going to go towards the top of the field. Jackson Houston also heading towards the top. Looks like it's going to be a pistol formation for the Bruins. 1st and 10.
Spurrier in the gun. All right, check with me. They go to the sideline. Play comes in. Spurrier still in the gun. Gardner still lined up behind him. Spurrier takes a snap, hands off the right side. Gardner going to move the pile, and he'll have about 4 on first down. Nice first down play by Central Hardin.
Good hit, north and south running that time by Gardner. And they might have to come out and start to do some tempo as well. They're not going to huddle up. And they don't really, even when they go with some tempo, it doesn't mean that you have to snap the football as fast as you can. It's just getting to the line, getting the alignment set up. Try to get some mismatches in that.
Ingstrom alone at the top of the pattern. Adam Hobbs, the tight end on the left side. They send, I believe that is Walker Meredith in motion. He cuts upfield. He's got a first down. And he might have been a defender with a handful of face mask there. But no penalty flag down. So Central Hardin going to keep moving.
7-yard pickup that time by Meredith. It's into Charger territory at the 49-yard line. Right back to the line of scrimmage come the Bruins.
Spurrier will again line up in the shotgun. Ingstrom at the top of the pattern. I believe that is Walker Meredith is solo out here closest to us. Spurrier going to drop back. He's going to do a quick pass out. It is knocked down by one of the Bullitt East defensive linemen, Isaiah Hare, who you said lists at 6'2", Bob. There's no way that kid's 6'2".
He's a big boy, but well put together defense ends. I mean, did a good job of reading the play. Did not, as he came off the line of scrimmage, as he saw this pass pattern, he did not engage like a bull rush type of attempt. He actually looked through the quarterback and was able to get away from the offensive lineman to knock that one down.
2nd and 10. Spurrier in the gun. Takes a snap, hand off to Gardner. Gardner going to get up through the pile. He's going to have at least 4, closer to 5, maybe 6 as he falls forward.
Pick up 5 on that play. Down to the 44-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5 now for the Bruins.
So 3rd and 5 here for Central Hardin. It's a big 3rd and 5. Let's see, there's Adam Holmes is going to be the tight end, I think, on the right side. Braden Robbins to the left. Engstrom, Meredith, top of the pattern, Gardner in the backfield. They go out to Engstrom. He gets a block, but I don't think he's going to get. He's going to be.
He's going to be about a yard short. I think they're going to go for this one. As
I think you're
Adam
Holmes.
You have to really good job of getting out in front of Engstrom that time. Delivered a block, and then he's going to go back in. Picks up 4, 4th down and 1. I think they're going to. This is going to be Spurrier Anderson with the ball. Quarterback sneak. Let's have somebody that pushes him from behind.
Spurrier under center. Takes a snap. They push forward. He's got it. He's got it easy. And it'll be 1st down Central Hardin.
Yeah, move the sticks are down to the 37-yard line now. And this is the type of offense we're used to seeing out of this Central Hardin team. You're going to pick up 3, 4 yards. They picked up 5 on one play. They picked up 7 by Meredith. And come back a short pass and then a couple of runs. Moves the sticks as they've marched from the 40-yard line now down into the 37, 38-yard line of the Chargers.
1st and 10, Spurrier in the gun, man in motion, hand off to Meredith off the edge. He cuts upfield. He will have some nice yardage, probably 5 on the play, maybe a little more than that.
Right at 5 on the play down near the 32-yard line. Efficiency 33-yard line. And they've got to continue this pace. Even when they have the no gain on the 1st down, they were able to come back immediately, pick up 5 on the 3rd down. They pick up 4, then they get that 4th and 1 conversion. Now 2nd down and 5 for the Bruins.
Spurrier back under center, kind of traditional wing T look here. They go to Gardner. He gets tripped up very quickly. And then the pile kind of collapses on him. That can't be fun to be underneath all the hog mollies down there. Now it's going to be 3rd and 5.
And they're going to officially get him 1 on that play. But a really good job by, I believe it was the defensive tackle that kind of fished his way through and kind of threw out a paw and just tripped up Gardner as he got towards the line of scrimmage. And a big 3rd down play now for the Bruins.
Huge 3rd down here for Central Hardin. They send Meredith in motion. Toss off the right side. He looks, cuts upfield, has room. He's got to play. He's loose. He's going. He's at 10. Yeah, he's in. Easy. And now the shutout is broken. Central Hardin has drawn blood.
And a good job. They came back with Walker Meredith going to the right. It was a pitch as he went in deep motion. They already had a tight end and a wing back to that side. Everybody crashes down. And he finds his way to the outside, turns it upfield, breaks through an arm tackle into the end zone. It's a 32-yard run by Walker Meredith.
First 3rd down conversion for Central Hardin tonight. Now they'll try to kick the extra point. They had a field goal blocked earlier. Snap and hold it good. This is good as well. 21-7 now. The Bruins are on the board with 8:08 to go. We're back with more after this. Back here at Bullitt, Central Hardin on the board, 21-7 now your score. But Bobby, this is the true test of the Bruin halftime adjustments. We saw some nice offensive plays there. Now they got to stop Bullitt East. The 2 stops they had so far, Bulls, Bullitt East fumbles. Central definitely contributed to those, but Bullitt East shot themselves in the foot. I think a lot more than the Bruins shot them.
They did, and the Bruins got to come out. I think they've got to take away the running attack and force Egan into throwing it, and then see if they adjust off of that.
And that's going to bounce in front of, and that's a returnable kick. Brogan has room to run. He's going to make some space, spins off a defender. He'll get out to about the 30-yard line. I thought he had a foot in the end zone when he caught it, but they did not call the touchback. And so it'll be Bullitt East ball at the Charger 30-yard line.
And we'll see pretty quickly. Looks like they're just going to stay with a 3-man front. They do have 4 linebackers, and they will shift to the strong side, or the side that has more receivers, more eligible players. They're playing like a 2-high zone over top. Is Egan in the game?
Egan
He's
is
number 10. He's not. That's not him, the quarterback.
That is not Egan at quarterback.
Sweden.
And he has played some quarterback this year as they keep up the middle. Kind of a wildcat look, and he'll go a couple yards.
On the play.
And he gets rolled over. A couple players roll over the top of the pile there. Tucker Walters was one of them. And if I'm at the bottom of that pile, that's the last place I want to be.
Yeah, that's
Tucker's a big boy.
There's big boys on both sides
Yeah.
of the football tonight. On both sides.
The center's
And
meatballs.
Women.
So he's going to go off the right side. Keeps, falls down in the backfield, and that's going to hurt a little bit. And Gage Bryant, there's some extracurriculars over here. The referee's coming in to split it up. Is one of the offensive linemen was about 15 yards downfield.
Got him pretty good. So big play now here. This will be 3rd down and 7.
Not sure what we're seeing here. Don't know why Egan's not in the game. He was a monster in the first half.
He's standing right behind the coaches on the far side.
So I am curious. Maybe they're trying
Change
something.
of pace. I don't know that change of pace up on the 14 in the state quarterfinals.
Paying no dividends. They hand off to Gauthier on 3rd down. He gets to the edge. And he's short. And I wonder if Bullitt East will punt or if they'll go for it. They're going to go for it.
They'll go for it. It's not the length of the football. If they've got to move it, I would fully pick.
This is Wimmerman keeper.
Yeah, right up the middle. Oh, they're going to say you got it. It's really strange. They don't look where the yard, where the sticks are. They look towards the home sideline. That guy's not the ball was supposed to get past the 40-yard line. It is at the nose of the 40-yard line.
So they stay with Wimmerman. He drops back, fakes the handoff, throws, has a man. That's Nolan Davenport. And Davenport will carry a Central Arc defender for about 2 more yards. It'll be 2nd and 8, or 2nd and 2 after a game of 8.
And a good quick pass that time that was going to give him close to 9 yards on that. It will be 2nd and 2. So they're right at the 40-yard line. And a good arm. Zimmerman getting that one out there pretty quickly. 2 Davenport now are going to come tripped right on this side.
Zimmerman in the gun. Goes to his left. 2nd and 2. They check with the sideline. Shotgun snap. Handoff up the middle. Gauthier will have the 1st down. Makes a nice move and gets tripped up. As I think they blew and missed a tackle there in the backfield that might have stopped him short.
Yeah, good job. They've gone right to left. They've gone up the middle. And Drummond calling out the plays right now. I mean, he's really taking charge. It didn't look like it in the first couple of plays that they ran. Now he was really running this offense. Quick throw to the outside. That should have been
Yeah, that should have been incomplete, but they didn't blow the play dead. Very interesting. As that ball was pulled off the ground, but it's a loss of 2.
Yeah.
So honestly, the result of the play better based on the officiating mistake for Central Harding. 2nd and 12 now.
Now they're moving up a yard.
2nd and 11. Zimmerman in the gun. He's going to look downfield. Has time. Moves. Throws. Finds a man. Nice throw out to Davenport. And Davenport will be wrapped up and taken down after a gain of about 3 or 4. Actually, making about 4 on the play.
Yeah, 3rd down and 7 now for the Chargers, and this is a big play for Central Hardin. I've got to think Bullitt East will run the football here. That's kind of been, and because they're already in 4-down territory, so they'll try to run this one, pick up. Their average is 3 or 4, almost 5 yards a carry, and be able to then go for it on 4th down as well.
Still not sure why we haven't seen Travis eat. However, Bullitt East has not missed him too terribly much. They've been able to move the ball, but now a long 3rd down here, 3rd and 7. Their second 3rd and 7 of the series. First one they were able to convert on 4th down. They fake the handoff, so Zimmerman keeps. He goes up the middle. He's got a bunch of room to work, and this might be trouble. And Nelmore is in on the ball, but the pile keeps moving, and they're pushing him. It's close. Touchdown. It's a touchdown. Unbelievable. No. Somebody from Central Hardin has the football. Is there a flag down?
When the center is not moving,
there's a flag on the field.
Yeah, the flag's at the 3-yard line. The center. There are 21 players down in the end zone. And the center for Bullitt East is standing back at about the line of scrimmage.
I want to be fair, Bobby, and I'm not. This kid is an incredible center. He's done a great job tonight for Bullitt East. But I want to give you the dimensions on this kid. 5'9", 375, maybe. I mean, he's a big. He can't
be 300.
Oh, he's got to be. That kid's. He is decent.
5'9".
He is 5'9". They do not list him.
Yeah,
but he is 5'9". Not to take anything away. Not to take anything away from that kid, Bob. He's not going to do a lot of downfield blocking.
75, they say, is 5'8".
They've short sold every player on this roster. Every player they look. Now,
we've back to midfield.
We've joked about it's 3rd and a cab. Zwimmer moving. And it's going back 5 more.
Didn't let his players get set. He got to the line of scrimmage.
And now you see the drawback of going away from your veteran quarterback, Zwimmerman. He's a junior. Got to know better than that at this stage in the playoffs.
I swear to you, they just made that a 6-yard penalty. The official, the ball was marked right at midfield, and it's now marked at the 40.
What have we not seen tonight?
I don't know. They just guessed at where the line is and where it is to game.
It is too late in the postseason for officials to be missing things like and granted, it's 1 yard on 3rd and a mile. It's now 3rd and 22. But at the same time, it's a principled thing. Like, officials have to be better than this in the state quarterfinals. So Emmerman looking downfield, he's going to roll out. There's another flag down, and he's going to get out of bounds. But the Central Hardin coaching staff here with us think it's a penalty on Central.
There's 2 flags now because they're right next to each other. And what they're thinking as the fire truck fires up the lights.
Yeah, the fire truck is
with sirens. I bet it was defensive hold.
Yeah, that is the case. So that is now, is it a defensive holding spot?
Pass interference. Well, no, pass interference is where it's at. If it's under 15, it's not plus 15.
Yeah, that was 3rd and 22.
And now it's 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I am vexed, to say the least here.
That's a good way to put it.
Be 1st and 10 now.
And what was moving on as a third quarter is going to come to a screeching halt.
Zwimmerman back to pass. He's looking. He's got a man. Throws, connects. I think that's Davenport again.
I tell you, that guy throws a shortstop. I mean, it keeps the ball down at his hip and then just brings it up and slings it out there. Not the greatest motion, steps wide, but throws some bullets. And Davenport, another good job. Somebody catching it with their hands. He does that every single time. Brings it in. They're to the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6 now for the Chargers.
The NFHS defensive holding penalty is 10 yards and an automatic first down. So Bullitt East has now been given 10 extra yards. Handoff to Gauthier off the right edge. He moves. He's hit very quickly. There's a hold, and Braden Robbins is still there to get the tackle for no gain, maybe a loss. So the holding penalty really just adding insult to injury.
Well, it's holding foul. It would now be like third down and about 7.
Yeah, this series has had it all. It's like the end of that Vikings-Bills game. Just seen everything. Oh, the last 2 minutes. I'm not going to. I don't have that. I don't have the kind of time to tell you all of the football things that happened in the last 2 minutes of overtime of that game. Just know that it was awful.
Ball back to the 40-yard line. Stick it down and
16
to go.
Again, we have danced back and forth across this 35-yard line now a handful of times.
Zorn still the quarterback. And I thought I saw Egan on the sidelines. I don't see him now.
I am somewhat confused. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeper. And I think they missed another hold, but Adam Hobbs just laid it wood.
Big hit inside behind the Bulls out. It'll be third down, 13 to go. Was a pickup of 3 on the play.
You know, Bob, I will tell you that if you look at the sort of extra dimension statistics we started keeping in the last couple of weeks, this game does not look like Central Hardin will be down 2 touchdowns.
No.
But they have a chance to get Bullitt East off the field here. It's 3rd and 15. Zwemmerman, the quarterback, as he plays Travis Egan. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to look downfield. He unloads. This is a jump ball, and nobody's going to get it. And now it'll be 4th and 15.
2 receivers and 5 defensive backs back there that deep. And now 4th down.
You have to go for it. I don't think you've got a kicker with the leg here.
No, I mean, they might punt the ball and just try to pin them deep.
Well, you're going to need a nice punt here. I don't know. We haven't seen the punt formation for Bullitt East yet.
I hadn't seen the punter yet. He walks it off.
Nolan Davenport does the punt.
Standing in his own territory, about the 49 line, right there in midfield.
Caden Elmore back at about the 10.
He shouldn't go any deeper than that.
No, and if the ball's over his head, he just needs to, I think, let it roll. Davenport will step a little closer in midfield. 1:28 to go in this third quarter. He gets the punt off. It is very high. Fair catch, Elmore, at about the 6-yard line.
Okay, so we'll bring out the offense. Offense last time got into the end zone. See if they keep it up with that. A little bit of pace on the play. See what they come up with.
Minute 22 to go in the third quarter. Central Hardin again scored their first drive of the half. They stopped Bullitt East. They're checking the boxes, but you've got to have a touchdown. This one, you've got to have a little bit of pepper.
You're going to have that 94 yards will be a heck of a drive here if they're able to take this one the length of the field.
And you got to find a chunk play. Spurrier in the gun. He's going to roll right. Looks downfield, and that is a drop. Is off the hands. Okay, no.
He had him. That was Inkster.
Oh, was that Inkster?
He was about at the 11-yard line. I think when that went through his hand, it would have been a good pickup. So now 2nd down and 10. And that's when you're down 14 points, those are the plays you have to make. Like, it's make sure you catch it. Then we'll figure out how to run after that. Not trying to catch it, turn upfield, and make the spectacular play. Make the play you have to make right now. Move the sticks, get out from the shadow of the goalpost. 2nd down and 10, Spurrier back in the gun.
Spurrier takes a snap, hand off to Gardner. Finds some running room. Is tripped up. I think it might have come out. Bullitt East saying they have it.
The officials.
Not signal. Still nothing from the officials.
Someone's slow to get out.
And it is 3rd down. So it'll be 3rd and 9 for Central Hardin.
Out to the 9-yard line. Big play right here. I think they're going to send a Bullitt East player off the field.
That's the kid who was slow to get up. That is Jordan Adams. for Bullitt East, and they send a player on. And Spurrier in the gun. Engstrom, the lone wide receiver, out. Kind of a crowded backfield here, a pistol look. Fake the handoff. Spurrier rolls to his right. He's got room. He's got Robbins. Oh, he had Elmore. Did they get the pass? The defensive back fell down.
Engstrom tried to turn the field. The defensive back was right in the way. Robbins was open running across the field, and that incomplete pass. And now we're at 4th down, and we've already had a mishandled snap on the punt. They blocked a field goal attempt. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to come here.
Well, let's see what they do.
The Davenport drop back. They're standing at their own 42-yard line. They're standing at the Bruin 42-yard line. Robbins in his end zone.
Yeah, Robbins needs a good punt, and this is not it again. He's caught the back of the football another time. They get a good roll, but a short field. It'll be Bullitt East football at the 39 after this. Six and a half seconds to go in the third quarter. Bullitt East will take back over inside Bruin territory. They'll snap this one from the 39-yard line. Win in the gun, 2 wide receivers at the top of the pattern. He takes the snap, screen out, missed the throw to Brogan.
He threw it where Brogan was, and Brogan was giving ground to try to align himself to get to the outside. Incomplete pass. We thought that would be the last play of the third quarter. Still just a few seconds to go. 2nd down and 10.
3.9 seconds on the clock, 2nd and 10 for Bullitt East. If Lamercian Blunt had jumped that screen, that could have been a real pickle for Bullitt East. They fake the handoff. They know it's a counter play to Gauthier, and he's got nice yardage. He'll have a 3rd and 5 as we come to the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with more. You're listening to Zach Newton and Bobby Thompson. Back here at Bullitt East to start the fourth
They're
quarter.
able to pick up 8 on that last play, so now it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Chargers as we come to start this fourth quarter.
Stills Wimbledon in at quarterback. Screen out to Davenport. No, they fake the screen. They throw the bomb.
Elmore's there.
Brogan is there. Elmore's there. That's intercepted. That's going the other way. Caden Elmore has the football. That's got to be Central Hard's football.
The official still hasn't made. Oh, do not do that. Caden Elmore had that the whole way until he came to the ground.
Caden Elmore got up with the football.
That is an awful, awful call. Elmore went over and got the ball, brought it to the ground. He grabs it when he's on the ground, and they give it to him. I mean, hey, this officiating crew sucked all night. Why not keep going?
Bobby, I will tell you, this will be the last work this officiating crew sees this year. As Gauthier tries to get the push into the goal line, he's not going to do it. Central Hardin will stand tall. On a 1st and goal, they shouldn't be facing.
Yeah, that's awful.
That is unbelievable, man. Caden Elmore goes up, an incredible play by Elmore, goes over the top of Brogan to bring in an interception and is robbed by the referee.
That's exactly
No other way to describe it. 11-12 to go, clock running. It'll be now second and goal from the 1.
I wouldn't be surprised if Zumar keeps this one himself.
2 wide receivers to the left, Swellman in the gun. Gauthier to his left as well. They look to the sidelines. Again, an unbelievable missed call by this officiating staff at Central, trying desperately to mount a comeback, has an opportunity. Zwimmelman keeps, and he is hit immediately by Adam Hobbs. That's a big play by number 41. He read that the whole way.
Back out to about the 6-yard line, third down and goal from the 6. And really just knifed through, not only that, but past Gauthier, who I think was going to be the lead blocker that time, and just got Zuma. And now Bullitt, he's going to take a time out and talk this one over. Third and goal. Chargers up 21-7.
Again, if you're just joining us, Central Hardin had an interception taken away by the referee closest to the play, and now they face what is a third and goal from the 6-yard line. Travis Egan, Bully's star quarterback, is not in the game, has not played in the second half, has been replaced by Jack Zwimmelman, who's had a pretty good showing for himself so far. But again, third and goal now from the 6 for Bullitt East. A stop here for Central would be huge. Brogan in motion. Swellman rolling right. That's where they're going. Brogan is there, but he's out of the end zone. He makes a move. What a play by Cameron Brogan. He earned all 6 of those.
Did a good job. Avoided 2 tackles. One at the 4-yard line, the other at the 2-yard line. So he gets into the end zone. And now it'll be Elder coming out for the extra point.
27-7 Bullitt East lead. We just received word that Trinity has fallen at Bryan Station. A 10-7 win. Is Bryan Station, are they the Commanders? The Defenders. I knew it was a military. Nickname, but the Bryan Station Defenders. This extra point is in trouble. Wemmelman just throws it away, and now we're going to have a grounding penalty. Got to be intentional. No way he's outside the tackle.
No way this is roughing the passer either.
I don't know. With this officiating crew, Bob, what would surprise me?
Personal foul.
Yeah, there you go. Unbelievable.
And then goes and talks to their coach. Like you should come over here and try to explain that call to this sideline, not the home sideline.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball as he's getting tackled. So I do not, Bobby, we watch a lot of football.
Yeah.
I got nothing for this officiating.
I mean, we've seen penalties marked off wrong, first downs given without really even looking at the sticks, an interception that is taken away. I mean, it's bad. And
these guys got to go back to the quarterback.
If they go back and watch film, they will be embarrassed.
They won't.
Of course not. So now it will be another extra point, and it's not Elder.
It's 33, but I don't have him as a kicker.
As the PK.
Oh,
And it's good.
Well,
Tanel
It's good. Interesting because he's not on their stat sheet as a kicker at any point this year. So I don't know what's going on with these. I do know it's 28-7 with 10:17 to go. Central Hardin down 3 touchdowns, but they will have the ball when we come back. Back here at Bullitt East, Jackson Elliott, you said doing the kicking, had not kicked all year prior to this game, according to their statistical report, which I used to compile our pregame notes. So maybe their kicker hurt. Not sure what has happened, but at any rate, he's performed at least competently this evening, and it's 28-7.
I did see on the side, Egan was on the side, but he did not have a helmet in hand.
Another kickoff. Bullitt East offsides, no flag. Walker Meredith bring it in. He's got some room to run. He's going to be close to midfield. He'll get tackled at about the 45-yard line of Central Hardin. That's where the Bruins will take over. Again, a touchdown that they should not be behind. It's 28-7.
And they still got to move the football. They've got to get down the field. Need to score quickly here. Let's see if they're able to do it. Not been really the type of offense that they've run this year. Trying to quick score. We'll see what happens here if we start this drive out in the midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, Bruin quick score this year has been a toss play. Walker Meredith in motion. It is a toss play. And now we've got a false start.
No timeout.
Oh, they give Bullitt East. What in the world? So Bullitt East gets a timeout.
Yeah. You can call as long as it's called before this.
Well, but Central Hardin had a nicely developing toss play there, and I obviously made the crack, but the Central Hardin quick scoring play has been a toss play out to Walker Meredith all year long. Mason Gardner squirting out the other side of the pile and scampering to the secondary.
Yeah, Travis Egan is standing on the sideline, no helmet, has it moving moves at about the Central Hardin 40-yard line. Has been standing there most of the second half. Over what has happened over there.
Very interesting. As again, Wembleman is taking on quarterbacking duties and performed competently. Still, he threw an interception as far as I'm concerned, but that's not how the officials saw it. They send a man in motion, toss play short side of the field, and they'll have about 3 or 4 with Central Hardin. Interesting that they ran that play to the crowded side of it.
Well, sometimes the defense will shade towards the wide side of the field, shade towards that. And what you're able to do in this lineup, they can pull guards, they can pull tackles. Tonight they pulled Adam Hunt a couple of times from kind of this wingback position that he has played a few series and had a lead blocker out there. So it's not totally against what they have done in the past, but they've really got to start picking up the pace here. Second down and 7 for the Bruins.
Spurrier under center. They send Meredith in motion. Go counter to the toss play with the handoff up the middle to Gardner, and he'll have 3 or 4 more. It'll be 3rd and short.
He'll get into Charger territory down to about the 48-yard line. So bring up 3rd down and 4 to go for the Bruins. And
be a 3rd. I mean, you're in 4-down territory. You're down 3 touchdowns now, and this is an empty set, which we don't see a lot from Central Hardin. 2 wide receivers at the top of the pattern, 2 wing backs flanking either side of Spurrier. He drops back. He's rolling out, looks downfield, and he is hit hard by Ryan Rahill, who gets a big sack on 3rd down.
He read that one really well. He had started off the snap. He dropped to a hook curl zone, and then reading where he was rolling out, and there was no one really around him as the routes would run deeper. He pinned his ears back and came a sack back at about the 45-yard line. Now going to bring up 4th down and 11 for the Bruins.
They're going to have to go for it to get down 3 touchdowns. We're inside 10 minutes to go. Just 8 actually on the clock now. And the sand in the hourglass ticking out for the Bruins on their 2022 season. It'll be Spurrier in the gun. Blunt and Elmore, the wide receivers at the top of the pattern. At least I believe so. It might be Engstrom up there. It's tough to tell from this distance. He's on the far side of the field. They send Meredith in motion. Spurrier drops back. He's looking. He's under pressure. He unloads. He's got a man downfield. It's Elmore. I think the defensive back pushed off, but no flag. And it's Bullitt East football.
Kind of a jump ball now. Really goes hard after. Really hard for Central Hardin that time getting into it after they got the football. Gained a couple of yards on that 3rd down. The big loss on the sack really kind of stops that 4th down, going deep for it. Unable to come up with it.
Well, Spurrier tries to throw the home run under pressure. But again, I thought there might have been some contact between Elmore and the defensive back. No dice from this officiating crew. Jackson Engstrom late getting onto the field.
I think they had 12 on the field. And they're going to allow Central to take a timeout.
So the Bruins take a timeout
Yeah,
with
they had
about 10
12
minutes to go.
with the snap of the football. Well, before they called the timeout.
Well, Engstrom went on late.
Well, Blunt went on late as well. I think they were short 1 and they ended up sending 2 out. I'm not sure that Blunt was supposed to be on the field. Yeah, he'll step off the field unless Engstrom will stay on. And so it'll be 1st down and 10 still.
But Central has not. We saw some life at the start of the game. They force a couple turnovers. They make a couple plays. And then the blocked field goal takes the wind, kind of deflates the Bruins. And then Bullitt East reels off 3 straight touchdowns. Come out. Central Hardin scores on their first possession. And then
They stop.
They stop Bullitt East.
Punt it to get it back on about the 6.
And then not really able to do anything. Bullitt East gets the ball back. They make a move down the field. And then Caden Elmore goes up, makes an interception, and the referee gives Bullitt East the ball on the 1. And it's just been every time that Central Hardin's got a little something going, they've been deflated by either a big play by Bullitt East in the first half or a really bad officiating decision in the second. Wimmelman drops back to pass. He's under pressure. He is wrapped up, and that'll be a sack for Braden Robbins.
Yeah, Robbins did a good job staying with it. Swimmerman, really, that's a coverage sack that time. Zimmerman, and it's really interesting. They don't the quarterbacks for Bullitt East, Egan and Zimmerman both, don't look first to the right side. They almost always look first to the left side, which is coming across all the way. And it is easier to throw it to your right side so you can come back to that. But they like to look towards the left. Davenport typically lining up on the left now, 2nd down and 14.
Davenport Brogan bolts to the left. It's a keeper for Zwimmelman, and he's going nowhere. He is hit immediately and driven backwards. That'll bring up 3rd and 15.
They'll give him a little on that one. A little game about half ago, bringing 3rd down and 13 now. But Zwimmerman, and I'm not surprised that they run the football at all. I wouldn't be surprised if they run the football here to keep the clock running. That's their biggest run right now. Take off as much time as you can. You're up 3 touchdowns right now. You're into Berlin territory, so I again wouldn't be surprised if he kept it on the ground himself. Looks like I think they'll give this one to Gauthier as they come to the line of scrimmage.
Clock running now, 6 minutes to go. Bullitt East takes a snap on 3rd and 14. It is knocked down by Gage Bryant. It'll be an incomplete pass. Adam Hobbs with the old clear recovery play, just in case. But that's an incomplete pass. A nice play by.
That's one of the first times that they've sent a blitz off that side, the back side of the quarterback, and Bryant does a really good job anticipating when he's going to throw it to time his jump. And now it'll be 4th down and 13, and Davenport come on to do the kicking.
Bullitt East just 4 of 11 on third down. They've dropped 3 passes. They have 2 turnovers. Central Hardin with 1 hurry and 1 sack. Bullitt East with 2 hurries and 2 sacks. You hear that, you do not think 3 touchdowns. But Bullitt East, again, reeled off some nice momentum early. That's a bad punt, as it is going to bounce back.
That's a negative yard punt. Pick it up. There you go.
Oh, boy. Gage Bryant is loose. He's got Davenport to beat with an escort. He makes a move.
Davenport, he good job.
He's out of bounds. He had slowed up, and then they still tackle him. But a nice heads-up play by Central Hardin to show some life.
Now they'll send in the big boys. I got to think they'll go heavy with Spurrier just running the football right at the moment.
5:45 to go. It's 28-7 right now. Central can cut this to a 2-touchdown lead very quickly as they will snap this. 1st and goal from the 3. Again, Gage Bryant sees a negative net yard punt, scoops it up and runs down the sideline. He had an escort, but he didn't have room to cut inside, and so Central Hardin will take over on the 3. And Bullitt East looks a little lost. There's a ton of real estate to the right.
Yeah. Gardner.
Hand off to
Touchdown.
Gardner. Touchdown. Yeah, all the way in. 28-13 now, 5:40 to go. We're deep in the woods, Bob. We can see the edge. We're not out of it yet.
Van Bleinberg on to try the extra point.
We presume. Because I believe we're going to get the old swing again.
Well, they line up. I mean, this is something that they do every week. Oh, like they shouldn't be waiting.
Yeah, Bullitt East is confused. And now let's see what Central Hardin does. Spurrier in the gun. He's going to snap it. He's going to roll. He's going to look. Adam Hobbs' 2-point conversion there's a flag down. It's got to be good.
Wow, what a catch. I'm telling you, there was a player on his back and cutting across him.
They're going to call pass interference on Bullitt East here. Let's see what the penalty is. Yeah, it's good. So suddenly now, 28-15. Bullitt East has the well on offense. Again, has kind of dried up for the Chargers.
Onside here. And I think because they called that, they had 2 timeouts.
Yes, I believe so.
Bullitt East with just 1 timeout remaining. I think you got. I like the onside kick here. And I don't know what they'll do. That's obviously Coach Mattingly's decision down on the field.
Do you think they have the we've seen it more in the recent years, the traditional onside kick, you load one side of the field and try to bounce something weird. Van Bleinberg's athletic enough. He's quick enough. Do you think they have the
squib it 10 yards in front of him?
The squib it 10 yards and run under it?
I do. I like it better because
Bullitt East has a guy right on the logo.
Yeah, they'll have. But I still think that's where the weakest part is. They typically will load up the sides. They've got 9 players within 10 yards of the recoveries in the Western College. And only 2 players standing back at about the 20. I wouldn't be totally surprised if he would smoke this one.
If he smokes it and gets it to die back there,
Yeah.
could be trouble. Central Hardin cuts the lead in half, -1, 28-15. Van Bleinberg kicks it. It's going to squibs, and it's going to go out of bounds.
That's what couldn't happen.
It's the one thing you did not need.
All the things you could do, that was not. It so it'll come 20 yards.
Comes out to, I believe,
This is 35.
yeah, it will be the 35.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers there.
Now again, Travis Egan has not played in the second half. Zwemmelman, the quarterback, has played pretty well for Bullitt East, but threw a ball that should have been ruled an interception. That is going to be stuck in my craw, Bob, until the next football season.
And Egan that time walked out to the huddle. He still does not have him home. But then he turned around and goes back to the sidelines until the play was called.
So Zwemmelman in that quarterback. A little less than 2 touchdown lead. Hand off to Gauthier.
Good block out.
Nice block outside. He gets tripped up, and he'll have a couple on the play.
Caden Elmer.
Excuse me, I don't think that was Gauthier. That was a different running back. Was that Brogan? In at tailback? It's number 2.
Wow. I'm just really surprised at the players that are in the game. Like, Gauthier didn't get hurt on that last drive. We saw him out there in the last play.
I mean, are they? Well, if you're subbing players to protect people, why would you put your best wide receiver in the tailback? You know, I am vexed, but nevertheless, 2nd and 8. Clock running, under 5. Brogan in motion, fakes the screen. Wimbledon runs up the middle. Nice play.
Really spread the center of the play open as Brogan went in motion. Zoran gets the snap, turns like he's going to throw it to him, and pulls it back down and runs right up the middle. Good yardage up the middle. He picked up 7 on that play. Now going to bring 3rd down and 1 for the Chargers. Got to think Brogan, or I would say Zoran, just on a straight go. Not a quarterback sneak when you're in the shotgun.
Zwellman in the gun. 2 wide receivers inside of the pattern. I think this is just going right up. They got a false start. He's going back up 5 yards. And if you look down here in front of us, Andrew Hobbs called the false start for the ref.
Yeah.
He gave him that. So it'll be
that's
third
and
and
the
6.
hard part about this is you're going to come to line scrimmage, and now what we're going to do is wait. Now the offensive linemen have gotten in their stance. If you really want to just kind of stay in rhythm, you don't have your offensive linemen get down until we're ready to go. Yeah, everybody knows you're going to let the clock run as far down as you can. So just have them stand still like they're doing right now. They're standing straight up, hands on hips, and waiting for someone to come back in. And then you wait until that official puts his hand up and says, okay, now let's go, and quickly get the ball out. Instead, they have to sit there in that seated position for quite a while.
Hand off to Brogan. And he is short.
Yeah, he's short.
He's a yard short, depending on where they spot it, which is a crapshoot.
On the side judge is saying 2 yards short. And a timeout.
I think Central is going to take a timeout.
So they'll have 1 remaining on this 4th and 3. Got to think Davenport will come on to do this kicking.
Assuming they kick it. 3:29 to go.
I think you kick it here. I think
I'm inclined to agree.
Kick it as fast as you can, get it out of there, make them go in longer distance. Then the next possession, if Central does score pretty quickly, then you've kind of okay, you might run this one. And Central now down with just 1 timeout in the ball game. How big is that interception? No call after Central scores.
Well, I mean, it's part of the reason that I've been this upset about it is that this has gone from being what would be a 1-score game to a very difficult game for the Bruins to get back in by doing the right thing. Like, Caden Elmore makes a huge play.
Yeah.
And it leads, you get a 1st and goal as Bullitt East out. So we go 4th and 2. Bullitt East sends the offense out. 2 wide receivers to the left. Brogan to the left. They can't be. I don't think they're going to snap it.
I wouldn't be sorry they just kick.
They snap the football. Brogan takes it. He got it.
Oh, yeah.
He's just a lunge forward at the very end is enough for Brogan to convert. And 3:24 to go now. 28-15 your score. Again, the sand running out of the hourglass.
And Brogan and Gauthier all game long have been able to just kind of just shift just a little bit to avoid a big hit and able to sport through and get some yardage. Now, 1st and 10, they're going to run this one 4 more times. Central only with 1 timeout remaining, so we're going to it'll be under 3 minutes to go before they snap this one.
Zwellman checking the sidelines, the offensive line standing up. They've moved Brogan from wide receiver to the backfield. Davenport still the wide out on the left. And yeah, I got a feeling this is going right down the tube, or it would. except Bullitt East has taken a timeout. We'll be back, our last break of the fourth quarter. Back here at Bullitt East, 28-15 the score. Bullitt East has the ball. They've taken a timeout. It is first and 10 with 2:44 to go.
And Central Hardin really has to step up here and play. You only can stop the ball one time. You have to stop them on this, set them down, force them into a punting situation. But they'll be able to run the clock down pretty far. After getting that big 4th down and 2 on that last play by Brogan.
He has a very risky play call by Bullitt East, but it pays off. So now they go up the middle to Brogan again. He will get through, and Bobby. Oh, it's loose. The ball's loose. Does Central Hardin get to it? It's close. They're fighting.
I think Rayhill got it back.
That's a full scrum. Yeah, he pulls it clean out. And you can tell the Central players want it.
Had it.
But Rayhill comes up with it. But, just a play ago, that didn't mean it. So.
And I'm going to say Rayhill got to it. I thought Walker Meredith would have it, but it didn't. He had one arm on it, and Rayhill got in pretty quickly and got it.
The bounces have gone Bullitt East's way. By hook or by crook. 2:20 to go. 28-15 your score. And this is, Bobby, we've seen some things tonight that I'm admittedly vexed by. But Bullitt East has been good when they needed to be good.
Oh, yeah. They've done a really good job. And again, now Brogan hit hard.
Yeah, he got drilled. By guess who? Adam Hobbs. And Hobbs was slow to get up.
I think it's because there's a guy on his leg.
Yeah, it's the center. And the center is down.
Hobbs took off his helmet. And I don't know, what are they looking at on him? Not his lower legs.
Did he get the wind knocked out of it, maybe?
No, I think Brogan got the wind knocked out of the way that Hobbs hit him. Came right down the line, did a really good job from the defensive end spot. The play was actually going to go away from him.
And there's 2 players down. There's a player from Bullitt East down as well. Hobbs I thought they were helping him back to his feet.
The center's still down for Bullitt East.
So Hobbs going to get helped off.
It is a lower leg.
He's moving gingerly.
You got to go out on the play. That was the play to go on.
Yeah, if that's the last play that Adam Hobbs makes in the Bruin uniform, Bob. That was a pretty Adam Hobbs play to make. Finding your way into the backfield and hitting someone as hard as you can has kind of been the defining play style of that young man's career.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Be 2nd and 11, a minute 53 to go. And again, you said it best, Bob. That interception not being called an interception, huge late in this game, and again, just incredibly deflating for the Bruins.
Yeah. And that's happened a couple of times. Started in the first half with the blocked field goal, and then the second half with that play. And after that, they stuff them. It's a sack on the second down play, and then just a really good job by Brogan as he caught the ball out of the backfield, able to make a couple of guys miss and get into the end zone. Bullitt East has made the plays when they've had to tonight, and I think they will run this one another time. Again, the clock is running. We're down to 1:30 and still rolling.
The back official's hand is up.
Now he's counting off 1, 2, 3, 4. They have another moving.
There's a
player.
false start. And, you got to wonder some of that is your starting center's out. So that was the player that went down for Bullitt East. As Hobbs is over here on the training bench, closest to us. They were looking at his back. But his helmet is off and in his hand. Minute 10 to go. They snap the football. Snap is high. Couple Bruin players after it. Brogan will recover it, but it'll be third down. And they'll take the snap from about Shepherdsville. Central Hardin will use their last time out.
So it appears 1:01 to go in the game. This will be Central Hardin's final game of the season.
And Bobby, it'll be our final game of the season as well. Another great year of football action. We've seen a lot of bad football this year. This game, not as close as maybe we would have hoped, not the result we would have wanted, but certainly a good game. The Bruins have fought for all 48 minutes. Some miscues early, some momentum breaks not going their way, but a good year, I think, for Central Hardin. They get a lot of this talent back next year. They're going to get a little smaller up front, but a lot of their skill players back next year. They will continue, I think, to be a pretty interesting football program.
Oh, certainly. They again, really good at the techniques that they use at every single position. And that having that solid base is able to, players can come in and come out, but as long as they're doing things right, you're always going to have some positive there. And that's what Central Hardin has done this year. We've seen it, and no matter what people from the outside think, they've done exactly what this team needed to do to be in a winning position. And as it'll be third down, they'll take a knee here. They will still have to snap it on fourth down. This woman will take a knee.
Yeah, it's now fourth and
a long way.
They might as well snap it from zero.
What they most likely do is just let the clock run out, or the play clock run out, and then take a 5-yard penalty and then punt the ball away.
And then punt it. Yeah, clock still running. And that is what they're going to do. As they don't even look like they're going to get a play in.
Oh no, they let the clock run in. Yeah. Back still stop, and it goes up.
So the hand is up. There's the count.
Stops it.
There's the delay game.
The flag. I'm not going to take the time. I'm just going to hold it.
So now Bullitt East will punt. 13.8 to go. Hard fight for the Bruins. Uphill both ways. And Bullitt East will have a tough road to hoe next week as they move on to the state semifinals. But a good fight for Central Hardin, just not quite enough. 28-15 should be your final, barring some shenanigans here. That's another bad punt. It's going to roll, and Bullitt East will.
You should stay away from it.
Yeah, don't touch it. So the rest blow the whistle. And now Central Hardin will have one final snap with 4.5 to go. You can hear the coaching staff talking about the play call, Bob. We've wanted to see all year, and I feel sad we're not going to get to see. The Spurrier heave one about 7.
No, you're going to heave one on this.
4.5 to go. Again, 28-15, probably your final here. One final play for Central Hardin. Zach Spurrier comes back, as do Walker Meredith and Mason Gardner. So the Bruin backfield still stout next year. I think Engstrand comes back as well. I mean, they've got a lot of players returning. They just have to figure out how to replace some of the size, as Walker Meredith is going to take the last play of the Bruin season, and he fumbles. And that's how it ends. 28-15, your final. Central Hardin season ends earlier than hoped, and Bullitt East will move on.